Looks like we're live. Give it a sec. I see 8:59. We start on time here. All right. 9 o'clock. Episode 3. We begin. I laughed because we lost one of our 4 current viewers. Seems that me vaguely nodding my head to 12th Street Rag was not the entertainment they came for. Well, we begin on time, and so we begin. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 3rd episode of this, the greatest thing ever produced here on the campus of Princeton University, aka my house in Montclair, New Jersey, which, it's a satellite campus. We're doing great. My name is Nate Perlmeter, Princeton class of 21, politics major, the only acceptable major for people interested in the study of politics. And now, I believe it's time that we do the show's intro. So please, here we are.
Social distancing.
Do you like how the logo wasn't totally on the screen? We fly by night here. It's a casual show. Everyone's relaxing. Stephen Colbert's in a bathtub. I've been wearing the same outfit for 2 weeks. I'll just move that up there. Now you can see all of Aman Kazaru, class of 23's. Great artwork. We've got a great show for you tonight. I am happy to report that we have several bits prepared. We're going to have a special guest. And just generally, it's going to be a good time. Good feelings. Because, as you know, we're in it for the long haul. And at least for now, my house has A1 heating. So, let's talk about the situation. Let's talk about where we are at. Guys, classes are podcasts now. The situation is really revamped. We are, I'd say, 2 weeks to a week and a half into the Grand American experiment. And for us Princeton students, our spring break is over. And the truth is, I don't know about anyone else, but I had legitimately forgotten, essentially how it works. Class takes up so much time. I don't have time to get existentialist or bored because, I had to do all my readings about, affirmative action today. Turns out my opinion is that affirmative action is good. I think my professor might disagree with me. I don't know. We would get into it, but we can't. We're not in the same place. So, what are we talking about? As I said, classes are podcasts now. It's great. I don't know about you, but, my schedule, being a humanities kid, it's sort of half lectures, half precepts, and the lectures, they're all being released as videos or just audio that you can listen to at double speed at your leisure. And so that's the culture. It's podcasts, yo. Soon I'll be selling merch. One of my favorite classes that's lectures-based that I'm currently taking is Professor Dan L. Padilla Peralta's History of the Roman Empire. I would kill if we could get a History of the Roman Empire tote bag, get Emperor Claudius on there. Great, man. Big fan. I'm a big fan. I don't know about any of y'all. Should join in. Can send you the lectures. I guess Professor Peralta probably wouldn't know that. I don't know. We're in the Wild West. Rules barely exist anymore. But yeah, that's the thing. It's today I was doing schoolwork all the way right up until shooting this because we're back at it. The only difference is as opposed to Princeton where it's you do your schoolwork and then you do your other concurrent activities. Here, schoolwork is all there is. It's a beautiful thing. Sorry, check my phone as if I wasn't hosting a show. That's fairly unprofessional. Schoolwork is all we have. It's all we do. And that's the thing that's tethering us, the community aspect. Well, we're keeping it in a virtual sense. But yeah, the thing is, though, what I do is I do schoolwork all day, and I don't do it sitting with friends where I can annoy people, or there isn't the opportunity to go to a study break. One possibility I have thought of is creating my own study breaks within the context I have, which is, I'm not leaving my house. So I was thinking I could send an email to myself in sort of multiple personality manner, being like, oh, cool, there's a study break in the attic, having a Middle Eastern food study break. And then I would walk up to the attic and I would like feign surprise as I look at what I had placed earlier, which is one baby carrot and one little tin of Sabra hummus right there in the attic. That's our Middle Eastern food study break. I'd take some selfies, post it to my own Instagram, set it so that only I can see because it's not relevant to anyone else. And then the next day, it's like we're having a milkshake study break in my bedroom. I walk into my bedroom and then like boom, right there on the bed, it's like there's one baby carrot and like some milk like poured onto my sheets. And yeah, that's the study break. So that's where we're at. The point is we're grasping at straws. And so for the next segment tonight, I'm going to continue with this dialogue, monologue as it were, about the aspects of Princeton life that we're all missing out on by engaging in something that I think we're all going to appreciate. So just give me a sec as I fiddle with the broadcasting software, which I am not good at. And there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here the aspects of Princeton life tier list. I have arrayed a list of 26, things you do at Princeton, and I will be ranking them. We'll be going from SS, the most elite tier, all the way down to F, because let's be real, some parts of our life at that beautiful school are not perfect. Let's begin with the first item on our list, perhaps the central activity of the Princeton experience. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to class. Represented here by some, desks and chairs, if you can see the logo. And, going to class, it's very important, and it is the thing we complain about. And that is, with good reason, it is, you never want to do it, except for occasional, if you know there's going to be good snacks. But, it is worthwhile, so you can't put it too low. We're going to inaugurate the B tier with going to class. And then right here we've got skipping class, represented by a bed. And it's going to be A tier, because there are a few things that feel better. Next up, we have going to the Stevens Fitness Center, a classic Princeton activity, represented here by this treadmill. Now, this one is tough because on the one hand, it's a very important part of the experience to, stay in shape, stay healthy, because, you get in the freshman 15, there's food for you everywhere. You got to do something. However, sometimes when you go in the Stevens Fitness Center, there are people lifting really heavy weights that you can't lift, and you get intimidated. And so, it's a mixed bag of an experience. It's scary. We're going to go C tier because, there is some worth to it. Next up, we have lunch in dining halls. You know it. You love it. It's the middle of the school day. Baruch Hashem, you do not have a situation where, you have so many classes that you need to use the bag lunch program. And you got in there, you got past the card swiper, and boom, you are just confronted with buffet after buffet after buffet, and sometimes a little extra bar where they prepare stuff for you. Come on. It is the go-to, dependable eating option. Sometimes there's not what you want, but you can always get pizza or a bagel. We're going for lunch at dining halls. That's premier, y'all. SS tier. Dinners, I hate to say it, there are fewer options. It's gotta be B tier. Going out. This is to the street, to Prospect Avenue. We hope it still stands come September. Really, such a wild card, because a night out, it's the ideal of a night out is probably single S tier. You're gonna get dolled up with your buds. You're gonna do some dancing. You're gonna do some socializing. It's all good. But often it doesn't pan out that way, and you end up sort of sitting sullenly in the corner of the club while Every Time We Touch by Cascada plays for the 4th time. So, we are gonna have to acknowledge that, there's some ups and downs of going out, and C tier. What we got next? Yes. Next, we have watching or attending in some way a production or otherwise demonstration of creative work by friends. This means going to a play friends are in, going to see some art friends have produced. We'll include going to a friend's sports game. Yeah, there's nothing better than supporting your friends. And sometimes, they're not great. Sometimes student art, student theater, student whatever, we are students. We are merely learning. They're not perfect. But that's part of the fun. That's part of the fun. Easy A tier. Easy A tier. Oh, okay. All right. We might be blowing it a little early, folks, because next up, if you'll notice from the tiny emoticon that represents Makash 50, you will see the next thing on our list is attending special events such as lectures. No one does it. It's what we pay $250,000 for. That's SS tier, ladies and gentlemen. It's all happening. All right. Next up is having friends. Overrated. F tier. Going on dates. Yeah, represented by the Majul dates in the picture. I hear people do it from time to time. Doesn't really seem very Princeton to me. But go for it for trying. We'll put a D tier. I believe it happens. And we'll bump friends up to D tier, because you like to have a transition back and forth. Okay. So earlier we were talking about lunch and dinner at dining halls. Now we have eating meals at eating clubs. Eating clubs can have some really good food, but what they lack as compared to dining halls is they don't have those huge, glorious, shining plates. The exact plate, the plates that are every day. I love those plates. You feel them so big, and then you can eat so much, and it's a lovely time. You conspicuously smaller plates at eating clubs. We're gonna have to put it C tier. Next we have being in an eating club, represented by this Pong set. I'm in one. I don't. It's fun. I don't really get the. C tier. Fine. Next we have pre-gaming, represented, of course, by the Ocean Spray cranberry juice bottle. Maybe the Princeton social activity, superior to the part where you're at the street. It's gonna be S. Here we go. Next one up. Being politically active on campus, either by being part of a campus political group or doing something like protesting or canvassing or doing anything politically active. There isn't a large enough sample size to give this anything higher than F tier, unfortunately. Next up, we have doing extracurricular activities. Some do, I hear. There's sports teams, performance clubs, academic clubs, outreach clubs. I hear that they're somewhat of a thing. I have not engaged that much myself, so I benefit of the doubt for B tier. Intramural sports, get in, defeat, conquer. It's that time when you can really dig into your Princeton feeling that you have to destroy people on your way to victory. It's really cathartic for a lot of people, and it's gonna go all the way up to A tier. Next up, we have brunch. If lunch is S, brunch has also got to be S. And it doesn't matter if you're in an eating club or a dining hall, although there are preferred things. Whitman Saturday, those burritos, those wings. Come on. Next, late meal. Come on, it's perfect. There's a reason that us upperclassmen are constantly hounding our underclassmen friends to get a brownie, perhaps a cup of pudding, perhaps a tin of grapes. And if these are not the first things you think of when you hear the phrase late meal, I don't know what you're talking about. Dumplings are good too. Late meal gets to go to S tier. S tier seems to be primarily composed of food. This makes sense. Eating is what we do. Speaking of, we have going to Nassau Street. That is a lot of energy. It can be delicious food, but it's a lot of energy and it costs money. So simply out of principle, I have to put it lower than any of the other food options. So it's going to be C tier. And for that matter, if we're going to acknowledge the fact that going to Nassau Street is too much effort, then you'll notice that the next logo here is an NJ Transit train. And you'll know that, come on, we can't do that. We can't leave. That's what it represents. It's leaving campus whatsoever. We don't, let's calm down. It's not us, all right? F tier. Who does that? Okay. Now we have a batch of items related to work, that is class, but outside of class. So the first is my specialty as a humanities kid. We have got, ladies and gentlemen, writing papers. F. Why F? Because, to use the parlance of a common modern meme, I must admit we are looking at the Virgin writing papers versus the Chad P-set. I look at y'all like writing in your numbers like you're like, like in like a 11th grade algebra book, and it's like do the odds 2 to 24, do the evens 25 to 37, and you're still doing it, and then you get back like a grade that is right or wrong. There's no subjectivity. I'm so jealous. Only ever had one P-set class that was that's not true. Logic, Hans Halverson, greatest of all time. We're moving on. Next up is doing readings. Everyone does all their readings. This we know. It's fine. Fine activity. B tier. Independent work. The most honorable of them all. Got to give credit to our senior friends watching. We pay homage to you doing your independent work right now from home. We are down to our final 2 ingredients on the tier list. So, first we have, represented by the sleeping person, sleeping. Yeah, sleeping. SS. Is there anything we do at school that is more fun? There is. Another SS. It's the TV show The Bachelor. Did you see that finale? Chris, what are you doing? Peter, what are you doing? Craziest thing of all. Nothing unites us more as Princeton students. So there you have it. Many lovely activities here. Shouts out to A tier, skipping class, going to student theater, intramural sports, P-sets and independent work. Shouts outs to S tier, lunch at eating clubs, brunch, late meal, and pre-gaming. And shouts out to SS. All 4 entrants of SS. That's right. Going to special events, sleeping, watching The Bachelor, and, well, the fourth participant, for which it wasn't enough to pictorially represent it on the list. I had to write a little song. Excuse me while I pull up the lyrics. It is a love song. I think about you always, even when we're apart. I don't know when our relationship will restart, because I only see you at that one special place. Soon we'll be back together, and we will get a meal. I'll hold you hard in my hand, and know that's real. Every second Wednesday I get to see your face. Whitman chicken pot pie, oh your flex make me cry, oh your taste on my spoon, how can I help but spoon? Oh I wait and I wait, you're my eternal fate, oh I can't have you I. Whitman chicken pot pie. I misspoke, the lyric is, oh your taste on my spoon, how I can't help but swoon. I said how I can't help but spoon. Chicken pot pie doesn't have the consistency for spooning, but I would let it be Big Spoon, if it could. Ahem. The way I can't tell if you're a soup or a stew. The same chicken served with dumplings, but it's better in you. If they served you every day, it wouldn't be the same. And the other dining halls, oh they try and they try, but they can't nail your specific texture, peas and carrot chunks blowing by. You deserve that Guy Fieri would take you to worldwide fame. Whitman chicken pot pie, oh your flex make me cry, oh your taste on my spoon, how I can't help but swoon. So I wait and I wait, you're my eternal fate, oh I can't have you I. Whitman chicken pot pie. And the vegetarian pot pie is not bad either, but they don't serve it in the cute little bowls. Whitman chicken pot pie, oh your flex make me cry, oh your taste on my spoon, how can I help but swoon? So I wait and I wait, you're my eternal fate, oh I can't have you I. Whitman chicken pot pie. It's so good. I should ask them for the recipe, given I won't be eating it for 6 to 18 months. Well, we've gotten to that point in our program where it is le time for our guest. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary viewers of all ages, our guest tonight is my best friend, your best friend, the man, the myth, hailing from Miami, Florida. You may know him for being a part of the club on campus that builds a proprietary electric car, which I unfortunately am forgetting the name of the club. I'll ask him as soon as I bring him up. You may know him for just generally being perfect. An visual arts minor. A STEM kid, no less, who does work in labs. I think his perspective on the lapse in lab availability will be very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling him on Facebook Messenger right now. It's Benji Freeman. They can't see you yet. Give me a sec. There he is. How are you?
Wow, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me on, Nate.
Of course, of
I'm
course.
going to plug my new book.
Yes, always. You wrote The God Delusion. You're here to dispel
Exactly.
all the rumors. Where are you talking to us from?
From Miami, Florida. My room. My home. That's right.
Can we see Nikki?
She's unavailable at the moment. She's all booked up.
Nikki is Benji's dog.
It's true.
Really a shame. Oh man.
I'm sorry.
All right. So first things first, Benji Freeman, Benjamin Arthur Freeman.
Yep, that's me.
You gotta give the folks at home. We're doing here. We're trying to be as altruistic as possible. So you gotta give the folks at home a pop culture recommendation for their sleepless nights.
Whew. I wasn't ready for this one. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's... Oh, Better Call Saul. Have you seen that show?
It's true.
It's a good one.
Have you seen
I've been
Breaking
watching
Bad?
that.
Yeah, are you caught
I've
up?
not
Are you
seen
caught
the
up?
most recent episode.
Did you watch the one from this Monday?
No, I haven't,
Probably the best of
unfortunately.
the season so far. I'm a big fan. Oh, he's freezing, ladies and gentlemen. So the specific angle I'm curious about for you to bring is, as I mentioned, you are a STEM kid, a chem major to be specific, and a photographer, a visual arts department minor seeker in that. So I am wondering, how are your professors who lead labs, etc., getting creative in terms of the online deal?
Okay, so part of my JP research is semi-independent lab work, where I go into a professor's lab and work there for hours on end. That's not happening, obviously, because the lab is closed and New Jersey is diseased as a state. So
That's true.
it's a real shame, but we're doing what we can. The results section is going to take a hit, but the rest of the JP should be fine. Professors who teach lab classes, they're just not teaching lab classes anymore. It's sad, but it's what you got to do. They're giving their students all the results, and they're making them write lab reports for labs that they didn't do, and it's very sad. But it's what has to be.
That is so the fun part has been eliminated.
Exactly.
Like how you can't. What's the club what's the title of the club where you make cars 1080p?
Oh, Princeton Racing Electric.
Princeton
That's
Racing
what
Electric.
we're plugging.
Yeah, that's what we're plugging. Can
That's
you work on
right.
the car from afar? My question is, do you have facilities in your home in Coconut Grove, where I've been, to do fancy Walter White-esque chemistry experiments in a DIY fashion?
I have my garage. I do not have the equipment as yet, but I've phoned Vince Gilligan, and he will, he'll give me the top tips for setting up your home lab.
Your island. And how about your artistic pursuits?
Well, I mean, that's easier to do at home. I have my camera. I have my computer. I can take digital photographs. I can draw. I have a pencil and a lot of paper. More than one pencil, but, that's okay. And, yeah, that's fine. I mean, the art stuff, it's a shame we don't get to show it in person. Our junior show has been postponed until next fall. But we have a website, viz.princeton.edu. It's a good one. That's where we'll be showing up all of our work.
Well, I can't wait to go to your senior show. Or I suppose you're postponed. You know what I'm doing? I don't know about you, but I've been video chatting a lot of people, either here on my program or for class or for, sadness. And this is the first one I've done over Facebook Messenger, and it's working really well. So this is...
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg has figured it all out for us.
We gotta be boomers about it.
I have no FaceTime, as I am an Android bro.
You're a green person, yeah.
That's true.
Well, I should let you get back to your Florida activities. Do you have anything else to say to the world?
I have nothing else to say to the world. I prepared no remarks.
Amazing. You should check out Benji's photography Insta. That's
thank you.
What's the username again?
I believe it's at Benji Free Photo. That's BEN. How do you spell my name? JI Free Photo, or BenjiFree.com.
This guy, he's really good. All right, stay safe. Say hi to your parents for me.
For having me on.
Of course.
They send their regards. Good night.
Good night. Wow, what a guy. We're going to rate that video chat 5 stars. All right, everyone. We're going to go back and have it be my face again. There we are. Yeah, so if you tuned in off of the advertising from official Princeton social media accounts, thank you. And they may have said that the show runs from 9 to 10. It actually runs from 9 to 9:30. Because I can't think of that many bits. After all, nothing is happening in our lives. So I have one more thing to present to you, which is, as I was just telling to Benji, I'm trying to, be funny, but I'm conscious that anything we can do to help each other in these times, and one of those things is alleviating boredom by giving each other entertainment recommendations. So I'm going to close out with an entertainment recommendation I feel really strongly about. And the recommendation is this website called HomestarRunner.com. HomestarRunner.com is fairly old at this point, established in 2000, series of cartoons featuring these wacky characters. Look at him go. The one, where is he? That's Homestar, the white one with the red star in his shirt. Basically, this series, which was really prominent, they ran their cartoons on their website, which is Flash. That's why I'm recommending it now, because the Flash product is dying at the end of 2020, so watch these cartoons now. They ran from 2000 to 2009, and were really influential on Adult Swim shows. So if you love Aqua Teen Hunger Force or Rick and Morty, pretty much all absurdist adult cartoon cartoons these days, BoJack Horseman as well, and even some Nickelodeon stuff. Just been really influential comedy that's just totally silly, hard PG, you're never gonna hear a curse word more than crap, and it's just all about these wacky characters being weird and making pop culture references. It's the epitome of my sense of humor, and I honestly think anyone can delight in just its simple, charming strangeness. I think it's a perfect binge watch for this time. So I've included a link to the main website as well as a link to a page that has links to every cartoon they ever did. You can pretty much pick at random. I will now close out my my video by simply playing one of their 3-minute cartoons, because I'm trying real hard here, but in terms of making y'all laugh, sometimes you leave it to the pros. So that's that. That is my strong pop culture recommendation. I give it to you, my friends. Poke around on HomestarRunner.com. It's got this beautiful Flash interface, and it'll disappear soon. Here's the cartoon. The character Strong Bad, who's a sort of a parody of macho tough guy tropes, has a subsection called Strong Bad Email, where he is an advice columnist, and this is one of those. So here you go.
Here I go once again with the email. Every week I hope that it's from a female. Oh man, it's not from a female. Hey Strongbad, can you draw a dragon? I want to see your skills of an artist. Okay. Well, G2G, guys are from California. A dragon? That's easy. Feel free to follow along with my simple step-by-step instructions. I make drawing fun. To begin, draw an S for snake, or dragon, or whatever. Next, we'll draw a more different S. For the head, put a top mark on a long V. Then you add some legs, throw on a couple of arms, and... Whoa, wait a minute. I think I need to start over. This thing doesn't look natural. Okay, starting again, the same way. S, more different S. Close it up real good at the top for his head, and then, using consummate V's, give him teeth, spinities, and angry eyebrows. And you can add smoke or fire, or maybe some wings. You know, if he's a wing-a-ling dragon. Let's put one of those beefy arms back on him for good measure. That looks really good. Coming out of the back of his neck there. Now he needs a name. How about Trogdor the Burninator? Oh yeah. Check out all his majesty. There's my dragon, Kaiser. Let's see how the other students are doing. Alright. What do you got for me, Coach Z?
Take a look there. I think she's looking pretty good.
I said consummate, V's. Consummate! Jeez. Guy wouldn't know majesty if it came up and bit him in the face.
It happened once.
Strong man, you just keep doing your thing, man. Get out of my house!
I do what I'm told.
Oh, crap, I didn't know you were doing one.
Oh, sure. I think I've improved on your methods a bit, too. I employed some chiaroscuro shading and...
I'll improve on your methods!
What? That's not an improvement.
Trogdor strikes again! Trogdor! Trogdor! Trogdor was a man. I mean, he was a dragon man. Maybe he was just a dragon. But he was still Trogdor! Trogdor! Burninating the countryside, burninating the peasants, burninating all the people in the thatched roof cottages! Thatched roof cottages! And the Trogdor comes in the night!
So yeah, that's what I've got for you. Keep doing what you're doing, and if anyone watching has a project Princeton related or not that they wanna share to my limited quantity of viewers, let me know. Always open for collabs. As Keenan Thompson says at the end of some old SNL uploads. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Now is laser time.